Why Batman refuses to kill the Joker. It is the eternal question. The one question that echoes in the blood-soaked, rain-slicked alleyways of Gotham, night after night, year after year. It is whispered in police stations and screamed from the windows of Arkham Asylum. We see the madness, the unhinged chaos. We see the poison that seeps into the city's water supply, the bombs left on ferries, the crowbar used on a boy wonder. We see the trail of broken bodies and shattered lives left in the wake of a single, smiling psychopath who commits atrocities not for gain or for power, but for the punchline. And so we have to ask, we must ask, after all of this, why doesn't he just end it? One life to save thousands. The math seems simple, but the answer is anything but. The simple explanations are the most common. We hear them all the time because they are comfortable lies, neat little boxes to contain a chaotic truth. First, there is the code. Batman has a moral code. This is not merely a rule, it is a monument. A line he swore never to cross, drawn in the chalk outline of his own parents. To him, the act of killing isn't just wrong, it's a desecration of their memory. It would be an admission that the senseless violence that took them is the only true answer, the only real power. To kill the Joker would be to take the tragedy that created him and turn it into a weapon, becoming a twisted echo of Joe Chill in that alleyway. It would be the ultimate failure. Then there is the symbol. Batman must be more than a man. He must be an incorruptible symbol of justice in a city that has none. A legend. And legends do not become executioners. For the terrified citizens of Gotham, Batman represents a fragile hope that the system can work, that order can be forged from chaos without resorting to its methods. If the Bat becomes a killer, that hope dies. Murder would tarnish the symbol, replacing fear and hope with a new, more terrible fear. The fear that justice is just as arbitrary and brutal as crime itself. Gotham has enough monsters. It does not need its savior to become one too. These reasons are true, profoundly true, but they are still incomplete. They are the surface layer, the armor protecting a truth so personal, so terrifying, that it defines the very soul of the Dark Knight. They are a mask, hiding the real reason. To understand that truth, you must first understand the Joker's ultimate goal. The Joker does not want to kill Batman. That would be too easy. A final, boring period at the end of a magnificent joke. The Joker wants to win an argument. He wants to prove his point to the entire world using Batman as his final, undeniable proof. He is not a man. He is a philosophy born of madness. He is the living embodiment of the idea that reality is a joke, that civilization is a fragile lie, and that all it takes is one bad day to shatter a man's soul completely and turn him into a monster. He believes everyone is just one tragedy away from becoming him. He tried to prove it with Commissioner Gordon. He tortured him, broke his daughter, and paraded him through a carnival of horrors, all to drive one good man insane. And he failed. But Batman is his ultimate project, his masterpiece. In the interrogation room, he laid it bare. You won't kill me out of some misplaced sense of righteousness, and I won't kill you because you're just too much fun. For the Joker, their conflict is a beautiful, chaotic dance, the only meaningful performance in a meaningless world. The Joker knows Batman's one rule is not his strength. It is the fault line in his soul. And the Joker spends every waking moment pressing on it, striking it with a hammer of chaos and temptation, waiting for the earthquake that will bring it all crashing down. This brings us to the core of the matter, the abyss. The real reason Batman keeps the Joker alive has nothing to do with saving Gotham. It has everything to do with saving Bruce Wayne. You see, Batman's entire existence is built on a single, fragile foundation. That the trauma he suffered as a child, the darkness that consumed him, could be controlled, forged, aimed. It could be a weapon for justice, not a tool for mindless vengeance. His one rule is not just a moral guideline. It is the wall of a dam, a mile-high barrier of sheer will, holding back an ocean of unstoppable, psychopathic rage. It is the only thing that separates the Dark Knight from the abyss. Inside Bruce Wayne, there is a monster born in Crime Alley that night. It is not just rage. It is a cold, hateful void that died with his parents and now wants to pull the rest of the world down with it. A monster that whispers to him in the lonely hours of the Batcave, that wants to kill the Joker. A monster that wants to tear him apart and laugh as he does it. That monster is the true face of his trauma. Batman is not just a mask he wears to control it. It is a cage. For Batman to kill the Joker would be to finally open that cage and let the monster win. It would be a confession, an admission that his control was an illusion. It would be proving once and for all that the Joker was right. That even the strongest man can be broken by one bad day. And if he kills the Joker, who is next? Once that door is opened, it can never be closed again. The rage that was aimed at one would be unleashed upon all. Riddler, Penguin, Scarecrow. He would not stop. He could not stop. The cage would be broken forever. If you want to see the terrifying result, you need only look to the dark multiverse and see the Batman who laughs. He is not just Batman with Joker's personality. He is the ultimate proof of the theory. A hero who finally broke his one rule, killed his Joker, and in doing so, fused his own strategic genius and physical perfection with pure, nihilistic chaos. He is Batman's discipline turned to conquest, his knowledge of fear turned to terror. He is the monster unchained. So every time he captures the Joker and throws him back into Arkham, knowing he will escape, knowing the cycle will begin again, he is not failing. He is winning a war no one else can see. He is staring into the shrieking abyss of his own madness, the reflection of the Joker that lives inside of him, and he is choosing to turn away. He proves again and again that his way is stronger, that control is possible, that even after the worst day imaginable, a man can choose order over chaos. It is not an act of mercy. It is an act of supreme, almost inhuman defiance. So the next time you ask why Batman doesn't kill the Joker, remember this: he is not sparing the Joker's life. He is reaffirming his own. He is saving his own soul. Because in the eternal battle for the soul of Gotham, the first and most important person Batman must save every single night is the little boy kneeling in Crime Alley. He is saving Bruce Wayne.